Thank you, all of my students. Today, I was discussing about the in my first slide. I was discussing about the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell, and it is my second video. The prokaryotic and eukaryotic difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. So, what is prokaryotics? Pro means we all know that is the primitive. Pro means in the sense of the word that is the primitive, and eukaryotic that means the advanced type of the cell. The pro and the eu, there is the primitive, and another is the advanced type of the cell. So there is a difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell that you all know. This is the three columns is there. One is the features, another number two is the prokaryotic cell, and number three the eukaryotic cell. So there are the different types of the features. That means there are the different types of the character related to this of the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. First, that is the nucleus. In case of the prokaryotic cell, the nucleus is totally absent because there is a no membrane bound. The nucleus is the present here. The nucleus totally absent. Only DNA material, the nucleoid, the DNA material already present in prokaryotic cell. But in eukaryotic cell, nucleus are present. It is the advanced type of the nucleus is there. That is the four part of the nucleus already present, and the total the nucleus they are covered by the nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane already present. This is the one type of the advanced feature of the eukaryotic cell. Number two, the cell organelles. There is the different types of the cell organelles that is the present in the eukaryotic cell. But in prokaryotic cell, that cell organelles they are already absent. The cell organelles, the different types of the cell organelles, the membrane bound of the cell organelles, they are absent in prokaryotic cell. In chlorophyll, we all know the chlorophyll already present in the plant cell, but here in the prokaryotic cell in general, the present dissolve in cytoplasm. That means that is chloroplast already present in the prokaryotic cell, but it is dissolved in cytoplasm. That is the liquid form, and it is scattering from the different types of the different location of the cytoplasm. But in case of the eukaryotic cell, it is when present containing chloroplast, or it is already the chlorophyll already present in the chloroplast. They are in the present only the structure of the chloroplast. They are they present in the chloroplast. Okay. Next, in case of the ribosome, that is the most advanced feature of the different types of the cell. That is a ribosome, because it is ribosome the main function for the protein synthesis. Okay, so ribosome that is smaller than eukaryotic cell. You know that is it is the smaller. It is the smaller than eukaryotic cell. That is the it is the not a larger size in prokaryotic cell. And it is a free in cytoplasm. They are scattered in different location of the cytoplasm. It is a free in cytoplasm. But in prokaryotic cell, it is larger than the prokaryotic cell. That is, they have the two subunits there, and it is bound in the cytoplasm. Okay, so this is the another, that is the cell wall. Cell wall is the another most important features of the difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. That is, cell wall generally present. Cell wall generally present in the prokaryotic cell, and it is the complex chemical composition. It is formed by complex chemical composition. But in eukaryotic cell, it is the present in some types and absent in others. But it is present, cell wall already present in some types. We all know the cell wall already the one of the main features of the plant cell. But in simple chemical composition, their chemical composition are very simple, but in prokaryotic cell their chemical composition are in a complex type. Okay, next, the DNA structure. We all know the DNA material which already present in the different types of the cell. It is already present in the nucleus, the DNA present. The DNA structure is a single Cleb's loop in case of prokaryotic type, but in case of eukaryotic type, it is the multiple chromosome is present in there. And naked stand for no protein. That is there is the naked form. We found that is the naked form. There is the no protein is there. but in multiple chromosome is there and protein associated with DNA, that is a protein associated with DNA. That is, we know the DNA is the main part of the protein, because protein formed by the transcription the mRNA form the tRNA, and tRNA form the protein. So the protein is the basic structure of the DNA, that is main part. Okay, next to the reproduction, that is usually by fusion. Fusion, the one type of the another reproductive stage, that is the vegetative reproduction is there. In case of the algae, we didn't know that fusion is there. Equalibacter, others, the algae, the get this type of the methods, that is usually in fission. Fission means there is the separation by some breaking and the other process. Okay, and sexual reproduction are unusual in case of prokaryotic type. Sexual reproduction, that is a male gamete and female gamete, they are combined to each other and produce a zygote and produce the twin, and that is they are already unusual. But in case of eukaryotic cell, that is reproduction already processed by mitosis process, and it is the sexual reproduction is usual in process. So this is the basic features of that prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell, and it is the difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. As we know, the prokaryotic, that is the structure of the prokaryotic cell, and that is the structure. We know structure. So you look the structure in the prokaryotic cell. This is the structure that in prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Okay, prokaryotic cell. So this is the structure. You know that this is the prokaryotic cell structure. They have the one is the, this is the structural form of the prokaryotic cell. Okay, this is the structural form of the prokaryotic cell. Okay, so it is the flagella. This is already present in prokaryotic cell. It is a locomotion organ. Locomotion organ, that's mean they are locomotory organ, that's they are moving by this cell organelles. And here is a pili like structure. This is a pili family. Pili. The pili, that's mean there is some sex pili already present. That's a pili. They transfer the DNA from one cell to another cell. So this pili is also called the sex pili. Okay, this is the DNA, that is the nucleoid already present, but there is no membrane bound nucleus already absent here. And this is a cell wall already present here. Cell wall already present here, and the cell membrane also present. But the another type of the cell organelles, that is the mitochondria, ribosome, and the other cell organelles, they are totally absent. But in the cell of the mesosome, that is the mesosome, this is already present in the prokaryotic cell. So this is the structure of the prokaryotic cell. This is the one type of the similar of the bacterial cell. Okay, so the prokaryotic cell. And in case of the eukaryotic cell, this is the prokaryotic. And we know that eukaryotic cell, there is, we know, that is the membrane bound nucleus already present, nucleus waves, and the nuclear membrane, the all nuclear fluid. These are all nuclear, the four membrane. This is the membrane bound of the nuclear membrane already present. And the mitochondria, the different types of the cell organelles, mitochondria already are present. And the chloroplast already present. That's mean the ribosome, these are also already present. Ribosomes and chloroplast. So different types of mitochondria. This is the cell membrane. and the Golgi complex. This is a Golgi complex. Endoplasmic reticulum already present. These are the Golgi complex. Okay, so these are all organelles. They are membrane bound all organelles. That is the cytoplasm. All organelles are present. That is the prokaryotic cell, and the DNA material are the advanced type. Okay, so this is the structure of the eukaryotic cell. Okay, this is the structure of the eukaryotic cell. So another discussing about the features and their the difference of the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. All you know, that is the example. If I go the example to the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. In prokaryotic cell, that is the bacteriophage, and mainly the bacteria and the cyanobacteria and the chlamydia. The different types of the family groups are present in prokaryotic cell, and the eukaryotic cell, mainly the fungi, plants, animal, the humans, they are present in the eukaryotic cell. And the cell size, that is the size of the range of the cell, that is in prokaryotic cell, their range is 1 to 4 microns or less, but in eukaryotic cell, their cell range size, that is the greater than 5 micrometers, or the advanced type. And the pinocytosis, that is the pinocytosis, one of the another main features, that the pinocytosis. And what is the difference between pinocytosis and phagocytosis? That pinocytosis, that's mean envelope of the liquid portion, and if the instead of the liquid to solid, then it is called the phagocytosis. So pinocytosis, the one of the main features which is already present in eukaryotic cell, and it is already absent in the prokaryotic cell. And mesosome, I already showing in figure, that is mesosome is already present in prokaryotic cell, and eukaryotic cell mesosome already absent. And the mitochondria already absent in prokaryotic cell, but in eukaryotic cell mitochondria already present. And pili, we already showing here, that the pili, that's mean the 6 pili. These pili are transferred to the DNA to one cell to another cell. These pili are present in prokaryotic cell, but in it is already absent in eukaryotic cell. And flagella, that is the flagella already locomotion organ, they are also present in prokaryotic cell, but it is totally absent in the eukaryotic cell. And endoplasmic reticulum, the endoplasmic reticulum, which is already absent in prokaryotic cell, and eukaryotic cell it is already present. And the flagella already it is complex in structure in prokaryotic cell, but if the some cell or some of the example already present, that is already exceptional, but it is structure is very simple. But in a prokaryotic cell, a structure already complex type. Okay, and the metabolism and the metabolic mechanism in prokaryotic cell, that is wild variety, the mechanism already present in prokaryotic cell, but in eukaryotic cell it is mainly the glycolysis in the path. It is the glycolysis in the path for any of the anaerobic for the energy yielding mechanism which already present in the eukaryotic cell. So there is the main difference of the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. So I thought you are understand about all the betterly, that what is the prokaryotic and what is the eukaryotic, and what is the difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. So if you satisfied in this video, then you subscribe my channel. Thank you all of them.